Hello. How are we doing? Oh no. How are we doing? Hey, Star Fam. When I tell you that I'm obsessed with my pumpkin pie, you have no idea. You would think it's my first pumpkin pie. I've cooked in that thing every day. Sweet meals, savory meals, child, small meals, big meals. I'm loving it. Loving it. You know what? Let me act like a lady. How are you guys doing? Happy Friday. I know, but it's good. I don't know what's happening there. I don't know. Maybe the lead-in after Beverly Hills is not working. Maybe the lead-in needs to be Atlanta. Maybe they need an Atlanta lead-in because the Beverly Hills lead-in is not working for that show. You always are. JB says, what's that? The only thing good about Dubai is Ayan, Lisa, and dragging Brooks and her Moses. Them wigs, why does she bring her wigs right here? I'm like, Brooks, you give yourself no forehead. No forehead at all. Really? She tried to be whoop it up Vicky like at the last minute, and then she wasn't even fully whoop it up Vicky. It didn't land. Oh, I'm glad, Shonda. Thank you. I am glad. I was trying to pick a time that could work, but I didn't want to do too late because I had, I got other things going on later. So we're just going to be jumping around with time. So be ye oh so ready. Hey, Wesley. Hey, Wesley said, just got out of work, ready to kiki with the Star family. Hey, Nikki. Hey, Wesley. How you doing? That's right, Shonda. Come on in the room. Hey, Miss Kaiser shows. Hey, what's up, April? We back again. Thank you. I thought you guys saw this already. There's going to be a new print coming out because, COVID jacked everything up for this, for what was happening here. So a new print is coming soon, very soon, prayerfully fall. We will see. You know what? Same. And I honestly think I have to be real with you guys. It's not that it's not a good show. I think it's the lead-in. Again, it's the lead-in that is the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And because that show is so draining, you don't feel like the fun of Dubai, right? You're just so exhausted. You just turn it off. I think they need to put Dubai after Atlanta if they wanted to survive. Sure did, beloved. Sure did. Oh, really, Yasmin? Yasmin said, Dubai is boring to me because half of the cast seems fake. Lisa and Ayan are the only likable people on the cast. I love that duo. They can make a show just around them. I think that also the issue is they made the show around Carolyn. And if she wasn't the queen bee on her other show, I don't know why they made this around Dubai around her. Especially when you think of Dubai, I'm gonna be real with you. I know there's a lot of expats that live there, but when you think of Dubai, you don't think of a white woman being at the center of it, right? I would have thought that it would have been, to be quite honest with you, a fully, is it Arabic? Brown cast. From the OGs from that area. That's what, when they announced it, that's what I thought it was going to be. Then I saw this cast and I was just like, oh, Black women. Of course there are Black women in Dubai. Oh, Black American women. Oh, the chick from College Hill. So it was a very interesting cast to me. But Carolyn being the lead of it just doesn't make sense to me. And I think that's also losing a lot of steam because it's a Black and brown cast, basically a brown cast. And it's being led by this, no shade, Carolyn, dry white woman. It's not working. It's not. They got to reformulate that. It's not the same audience. They need to reformulate it make Carolyn, if you're going to keep her around, make her a friend of, and then give us somebody else on this show, and then make Atlanta the lead-in. The Black people that are watching Atlanta will definitely say for Dubai, but I guess they don't want to make it Black Sundays. I don't know, but maybe put them at the Potomac. I don't know, but I'm just like, this isn't working. This isn't working. Oh, thank you so much, guys. Today I soft launched my second channel, soft launch, because I didn't want to do it next week, next week meaning Monday. I wanted to do it on Sunday because that's when I'm going to load videos on the channel. So every Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday. No, every Sunday, Wednesday, I'll do some throwback Thursdays. Then I'll do Friday, and then we'll be back, and I'll do some like extra stuff in between that. But those are my loading days: Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then I'll do some throwback Thursday stuff because there was some other stuff that I wanted to show you guys. I literally planned this channel right before the pandemic, and everything went to Hades. So I have some old stuff that I wanted to show you guys as well. But yeah, we're soft launched. We're soft launched. Nervous. Yes, Essence, thank you for being here. Miss Gigi said, hey, Nikki, stuck inside. So this is my social time aside from family. Well, I'm glad you're here. Thank you. Literally, Mama Star is right here, Terry. She don't watch these shows. The shows that she watches, she'll pop in for, but she don't watch these shows. She just started watching Dubai, and I don't think it caught her yet. Oh, you're welcome, Candace. I'm telling you, I'm just going to try different times because I know the schedule that we have worked for a lot of people, but I do know that it's also nice when people who are not actually able to catch the live that we normally do them are able to catch it. So we'll mix it up. Drewski said, the way Phaedra Liar Park has been able to dodge talking about her exit, definitely Andy's favorite. I told y'all. Yes, happy channel release, soft launch. So I just wanted you to subscribe to. I just sent it so that you guys could subscribe to it. That's all. I put it, guys. I posted it on the community section. Let me see if I still have it. Oh God, it's here. I want to put it in the chat. Soft launch. I will see you on that channel on Sunday. So Shonda, I just put it in the chat. Both episodes are really boring. But I just wanted to talk about them because I know the season finale is next week. I think it's the season finale next week for both. Because Dubai is looking like it's wrapping up. What's going on? And why in the hell are they filming in a place where you can't like yell and scream and get into it in public? That's what the Real Housewives shows are supposed to do. So we're never going to get them mixing it up in public. We're always going to get, K. Michelle cussing out her staff at home. Ciao. Missy said, hey, Nikki, hey, Star fam, hope you're well. Are we having a channel release countdown? We're soft launched today. Oh, thank you, Tia Via. Thank you for being here. Me either. I never watched her other show, so I, came into the show blindly. But then I'm watching her, and I'm like, how was she the it girl out of everybody? How was she this girl? I guess they felt like they couldn't do a show in Dubai without bringing on somebody from a former Bravo show, or maybe they thought that she would be great to be in the center because we know her from the other Bravo show, but I don't feel that was needed. That, Arabic. Okay. Thank you. I would have thought it would have been an Arabic cast. That's what I like. When you say Dubai, I don't see Carolyn. To be honest with you, I don't even see Lisa. You know what I mean? I see Sarah. That's what I was thinking about, but who knows? We're absolutely going to get into that, Missy, because I'm just like, wait, what is that? Yes. It's so crazy. It's not going to be called Soul Food Sunday, but it's going to be up there. It's going to be something like that on Sunday. I hope I put it. Wait, I don't see it. Let me know if you don't see the link, because some of you guys are asking. Oh, thank you, Shonda. It's right there. Oh God, I'm so nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous, but I am. But I am. Hey, Pink Petals. How are you doing? Oh my goodness. She got 2 kids. D, what's up? Said Phaedra doesn't deserve all the hate, but y'all know everyone goes harder on Black women for less. Very true. Very true. But then there are a lot of people who are, I'm going to be honest with you. I always have been. I told you guys when that whole rumor or whatever that Phaedra allegedly said about Candy came out, I didn't think anything up because I'm just like, no, for me, it didn't hold any weight. But it's not, it doesn't matter how I felt about it. Candy is the only, opinion that matters here. So however she feels about it, that's what it is. Thank you, Busala. Yes, NTR, thank you. Thank you. I know we got 2 channels now. But this is, it's just an easier way for me to keep my content on the same track. So it's just an easier way for me. So there won't be any confusion. This is just reviews. That's it. Thank you. I'm going to get a few more and then we're going to get into it. Hey, So Seth said them Arabic women ain't going to be acting the food on Dubai with them strict laws over there. True. So maybe they had to get people who were, maybe it had to be about expats. Maybe. Thank you, Priscilla. Really? Yes, wow. Okay, that's great. Let's get the likes up in here and the subscribers up over there. Hey, Ajubi, how are you? I know, but it's just a different side of me, like than what you guys have seen. So I'm like, I hope they're okay with the other side. Thank you, Drewski. Thank you. But she's a star, though, right? So Seth, Candy is a star, and she just has relationships out the wazoo. So I don't think she's going to go anywhere. Yasmin said Phaedra won't say what happened. If she would open up about it, I think more people would begin to give her a grace. I agree. Vicky gave her the perfect opportunity to provide clarity, but she wouldn't. I absolutely agree. Shanna Kay said, I'm so glad you launched the channel. Now I don't have to feel like a creep for finding. It was you. Because I was like, somebody, because that channel had nothing on it. And then all of a sudden I started getting subscribers and I was like, somebody found it. Thank you. Essence said, I watched Lady of London's and Carolina was definitely in. Oh, she was. So what happened? What is happening over here? Thank you, Shonda. It will be. I hope you all respond to it well. Anyway, let's get into the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. I'm going to get into first that I love this show, right? I absolutely love this show. How can I not love it? It was my idea. All I said was give me 10%. Anyway, this is the thing, Bravo. If you want to steal somebody's idea, do it correctly. There's no way that we're going to get what we need to get out of this show in 8 days. There's no way. That I said, make it a girls' trip. Take the women away for about 2 or 3 or so weeks. Here is why. You need content. Have them do challenges. Have them bring in somebody who's like a therapist to work through past relationships that fell apart. Like, you have to make it inclusive and you have to make it longer because there's just not enough content. Next week is the season finale. You have a cast full of all-stars and you're underutilizing them. Like, we should have had so many more, just pockets of bursts of comedy, of fights. Like there was just so much more. But the thing about it is, because we only had 8 days, it became the Dorinda show. Right now we're ending and everybody is getting close, and now everybody is opening up. They just finally opening up. But next week is the season finale. This show needs more time. If you spend 6 months out of the year, half the year, filming these ladies for your TV show, why did you think 8 days would have made sense for this? It needs to be something bigger. And I just feel like maybe they're getting their footing, but I don't know. It's not, in my opinion, it's not working, because I'm like, oh, now we're getting to where we need to be because everybody is comfortable with each other now. Everybody kind of knows everybody's energies and personalities, but they're about to go home. So the greatness that we could get if they stayed a bit longer, we're never going to get. So we're going to get these clumsy weeks of, women being uncomfortable, not really knowing, each other, being fearful or being turned off, or, being a fan of people from what they've seen of them on their shows. Now they're all getting to know each other. Now they're finally forming relationships and real ideas about the other from hanging out around them. Now Vicky is finally coming out of her shell, but we're leaving. Bravo, extend this show. Extend the filming time. None of these ladies are that busy, because they all have been crying about being back on that show, being back on the original shows anyway. So if you give them the coin, they will give you the time. If you're going to invest in this show and make it something else, hire me and make this show longer. They just really need to. Quickly. I cannot do it because YouTube is a hater. I need whatever you use to listen to music, whatever app or streaming service that you use to listen to music, iTunes, YouTube, that green thing with the 3 dots, Spotify, LimeWire, whatever you use, I need you to go and I need you to type in Brandi Glanville, Life of a Housewife. Thank me later. Thank me later, because our girl Brandi Glanville is coming for Beyonce. She got her own version of You Won't Break My Soul. I was just like, you know what, Brandi, get your coins. Brandi, get your coins. Speaking of getting their coins, Eva will not miss a check. I respect it. Eva was working 2 jobs, okay, while filming the show. Half the damn time we ain't see Eva because she's in her room filming her radio show, and I ain't mad at her. How much are they paying you? Are they paying you more than Bravo? Could you not take do you have sick time, or, can you just take vacation time? Eva was still filming. Was this a new job or something? That was so weird how every time she wasn't there, they're like, oh, she's filming her other show. You at this job. Okay, Bravo. Go ahead, Eva. You better be booked and busy. Let's get into Jill shutting down the conversation about Bobby's funeral. I think it was the last episode, but it moved on into this one. The reason why because Jill don't make up with nobody. Wrong, right? She don't make up with nobody unless she wants to appear a certain way, or she wants to move on from a situation that she knows she will look bad in. Jill, they were exposing the mess out of you about Bobby's funeral. And then drunk Dorinda, who was not in her sound mind, was telling all your business. So Jill, out of nowhere, was like, you know what? I want to move on. How you want to move on with Dorinda when she's being absolutely awful to you? Dorinda was being absolutely awful to her, saying the worst things about her. Like, listen, even if it was true about what she was saying about how, Jill invited Bravo. Jill, I believe it. I believe you invited Bravo to this funeral. I believe it. I absolutely, but there's nothing wrong. Like, this is the thing. Jill inviting Bravo to Bobby's funeral, to me, because she even said it. She said, I let them film outside. I did not let them film inside. To me, made sense, right? Because if you know anything about TV, like, they just can't, Bravo wouldn't, and they just can't show up to film this dude's funeral. They had cameras. They had the cast members who were mic'd. Like, come on. There's no way that you can just show up and do that. So you had to be invited and it had to be cleared. There's a lot that had to go into that before they even got the first camera up at that location. So I knew that they were obviously invited if they showed up, right? But if she invited them, I don't think that was, I don't know. I don't think the way Dorinda was trying to paint it was like a bad thing. Bobby was a part of that show. A lot of us met Bobby on that show. So maybe, Jill thought that it was the right thing to do to have Bravo be a part of that experience. I think where she went wrong is to act like it was Bethany that did that reached out and asked to film the funeral, because Bethany came out and said she didn't want to do that. She did not want to do that. Even Andy said at the reunion that Jill invited Bravo. So, okay. But I think Jill wanted to keep this. I think she just felt like it would look in poor taste that she wanted the cameras there at the funeral. I didn't think it was a big deal. But that's why she shut Dorinda down, because Dorinda was drunk and out of her mind, and she was telling everything. And Jill was like, you know what? Let's move on. Yeah, I love you, Dorinda. I don't want to have any issues with you, Dorinda. Yeah, you don't want to have any issues because Dorinda is spilling all the tea. Child, I was like, Dorinda, stay right there. What else you about to say? Dorinda was about to speak, honey, and Jill said, nope, shut it down. What? And didn't she also say that Jill brought her boyfriend to Bobby? Dorinda got to stop that drinking. Because Dorinda was like, you reached out to me and we were on the phone talking and you were asking me if it's in poor taste for you to bring your boyfriend to your husband's funeral. And I was like, what? That's why you got put on pause. Dorinda. You a little too messy. Get your life. You a little too messy, Dorinda. Oklahoma Taylor. I missed Oklahoma Taylor. I missed it. But it seems like Oklahoma Taylor only comes out now when she's drinking. Because listen, Brandy is a lot, right? Taylor could have absolutely went off on Brandy for what Brandy did while they were filming this show. Why are you cussing out Brandy over something she said about Adrienne Maloof 20 years ago? Brandy was like, what are you talking about? Me and her are good. Like, why is that even your problem, your issue? Why are you even involved? I think that Taylor is still just really mad at Brandy from everything. She admitted it, from everything that they went through, and they never had closure. They never sat down and talked. They never sat down and fixed their issues. They were just at odds at the end of their season, and they both weren't invited back. And so they never really fixed anything. So maybe that is why Taylor was just so upset when she saw Brandy, because she had not been in her presence in years. Now, was Brandy absolutely wrong because I think what they blocked out was Brandy saying to Taylor, you only became famous or something, or your season was only, the season that you were on before me was only popular because your husband killed himself. That's what I think she said, because everybody at the table was just like, Brandy, no. And she was wrong, dead wrong. There's no excuse for it. What I want to talk about is something that happens on these shows all the time that I absolutely dislike. Taylor was laying into Brandy for a good minute, right? And I'm talking about a black minute. So she was there a minute. She was there a good black minute getting her together. Everybody is there at the table, making faces in your confessional saying, oh, Taylor's going too far. Taylor's doing too much. This isn't Taylor's business. She needs to leave Brandy alone. But y'all sitting there at that table quiet, just making faces, looking at this woman dig into Brandy. Y'all not saying nothing. Y'all eating your food, y'all fixing your hair, y'all going back to get another glass of wine. And then as soon as she says, the only reason why your season was popular without me was because your husband killed himself, y'all, Brandy, oh my God, absolutely was she wrong? Where were y'all from the beginning of that? And why are y'all acting like y'all jumping up at the table either, I'm leaving, this is too much. Did you hear Taylor? Like, I just don't understand. I think I know they do this just with women they don't like or is not as popular, right? Because if Brandy was laying into Taylor, they would have stopped her before she got a second sentence out, right? They would have stopped her before she was able to get Oklahoma Taylor together. It's because she is not as well liked as Taylor. It's because she is perceived as to be the one that has a bit more of a mouth, right? Can get somebody together and tear them down. Y'all don't think that she needs the same kind of protection that maybe a Taylor does. But I was sitting there like, when are y'all going to stop Taylor? Oh, now you're going to stop Taylor because Brandy stopped Taylor. She was wrong, but they were all wrong for clenching their pearls after listening to this woman say the most vile things about all of them. Taylor was talking about y'all too, saying that y'all seasons never charted. Taylor was like, no, we put Bravo on the map. Okay, Atlanta, like she was getting them together too, and nobody said anything until Brandy, got gutter. Speaking of gutter, Dorinda, what the tornado? Ma'am, you just need to be on all seltzers. You need to be on all. She does. You have got to stop. You and alcohol don't work. You and alcohol, pills, or whatever else you're doing, it doesn't work. It does not work. You have to stop. You know what? I was about to say she could do a Zima, but you can't even do a Zima. You just have to stay away. You just have to stay away. Get that little soda pop machine, that soda stream machine, and do that. And maybe that could, the suds may maybe make you think that you're drinking alcohol, but you just don't need nothing with that stuff in it. You can't take it. It demonizes you. You just go off. Because yes, Brandy did bring you and Vicky in. And when she was just like, oh my goodness, you to Taylor, you were like Vicky and Dorinda. Dorinda was like, who? And all of a sudden she went out, she said, well, what if your son died? And Brandy was like, what? And everybody, Dorinda. So much happened at that dinner table at Dorinda's old job. And Eva was just like, oh, she can't come back here and work the way she tore this place down. She can't get another job back here because the whole dinner was just insane. And it was all due to alcohol. If we ever have a sober housewife season, I don't think we'll have any ratings because it's when the alcohol hits these women that, excuse you. It's when alcohol hits these women that they like come alive, unfortunately. But, Dorinda went way too far. Like Brandy went way too far. Like Taylor went way too far. Like nobody was pretty much redeemable in that. But after Dorinda said that, Brandy was, I'm telling you, I was proud of her in that moment, right? Because Brandy is gutter. Brandy is gutter. And she could have laid into Dorinda, and she didn't. She sat there, she was steaming, and then she got up and she walked to the bar. She said, give me some vodka. And Dorinda came over, she said, don't come over to me. Like she finally showed some restraint. And we have never seen Brandy show restraint. And I was like, this is the one time you don't need to show it, but you did it. But you did it. I also want to talk about how, and I'm glad Tamara brought this up, about how Dorinda just treats everybody terribly and then apologizes. And she acts like everything is okay. But she's the only one who feels that way. Everybody is still so beat up by what she did to them that they can't get back into that place that Dorinda can get into. But Dorinda can easily get into that place because she drinks until she blacks out. But the thing about it is Dorinda doesn't believe that she has a problem. So she acts like not knowing what she did the day before is okay, because she tries to make sense of it and say, oh no, that's not what I said. And everybody's just like, you absolutely said that. Oh no, I would have never said anything like that. You said it. Just because you don't remember it don't mean that you ain't do it. You got to stop that drinking, girl. You were such a good housewife when you were sober and just sipping. When you were just sipping the alcohol, you were great. When you started downing that thing like a big gulp, you lost us. You lost us. And I'm glad. Alcohol. And I'm glad the ladies got Dornado together. All the ladies collectively came together and said, Dornado, you are doing too much. You are doing too much, because the next day Everybody was locked and loaded and waiting for Dorinda because they knew that she was going to apologize and act like nothing happened. And the ladies were like, no, especially Vicky. Vicky had enough because Vicky said, I'm always on the other side of Dorinda's anger. And I'm tired of that. I don't even know her. I just came here and she has been beating up on me every day. And you know what? Vicky is right. Vicky is right. Dorinda, if you go back and watch the season, if you just binge watch it, every day Dorinda was cussing Vicky out, bringing that woman to tears. You should have never told her you were anti-vax. I think she never forgave you for that. And she just made it her mission to torment you at the Bluestone Manor. So anyway, I think Dorinda either was shown her behavior by a producer or somebody in production came and talked to her and said, you have got to apologize to Brandy. Because Dorinda just never apologizes. She denies, she cries, she plays victim. She never apologizes. When she came down, she told Brandy immediately that she was wrong and she apologized. She let everybody cuss her out and she apologized again. Like she just did not allow herself to be the Dorinda that she normally is. So I was kind of concerned because I was just like, I don't think this is you. And that's what bothered me. I was like, I don't think you would do this on your own. I think you had to either be showed footage or somebody who you respect within that production had to tell you what you did was wrong. Because that was just not the Dorinda that we have ever met. So disappointed, sis, because I don't think that was your work. I think somebody had to force you to get there and you got there on camera. Excuse me. Are you okay? Yes, Mom. I mean, it wasn't that deep, but thank you. Let's talk about how I felt like the last episode, that the producers were trying to force Phaedra into some kind of conflict, right? Because Tamara was talking about how she don't know nothing about Phaedra. So her and Phaedra are walking and she's like just trying to get information about her man and, you know, just trying to get something out of her. She was like, she just stayed neutral this whole trip. Meaning she ain't been in no argument. She wasn't in any mess. She was just skating and having a good time. And I want to, you know, get her in the mix. So because she can't get anything out of Phaedra, she decides to say, oh, we want you to talk to Dorinda. Because if you're very kind, you're neutral. If you talk to Dorinda, she'll listen. I think she wanted Phaedra to confront Dorinda and her and Dorinda get into it, but that didn't happen, right? Because when Phaedra went to confront Dorinda around the ladies, it was a whole prayer. And she started crying. Dorinda started crying. Everybody started crying. And Tamara was sitting there. If you go back and watch the episode, while Phaedra is praying and reading her prayer book and everybody's crying and she's speaking to Dorinda and, you know, they're just having this moment, Tamara's like, because that's not what she wanted. That is not what she wanted. She wanted Phaedra to mix it up. She wanted somebody who she feels like will be able to get Dorinda together to get her together. And it didn't happen. It did not happen. Everybody is just emotional at this table. And Tamara, disappointed. She wanted Phaedra to cuss Dorinda out. But I think Dorinda knows that she can do stuff like that too. So even if Phaedra cusses Dorinda out, I don't think Dorinda would have, you know, matched her energy, to be quite honest with you. Let's talk about what we were talking about earlier, how Phaedra did not want to talk about why she got put on pause. I also think that was another moment where they wanted to at least get more out of Phaedra, and they set Vicky up to do it because Vicky was talking about she wanted to know why everybody got put on pause, and she started with Phaedra, and Phaedra was like, no, absolutely not. But like Yasmin said, this would have been your opportunity to clear up everything, and you probably would have changed how the majority of the fans think about you. But to not use this great opportunity to have that conversation, girl, I don't know how to help you then. Like, I don't know what to do, because you avoiding having the conversation is starting to seem like you meant what you allegedly said, or like tell us what happened. Were you fed a line? Were you fed a rumor? Like, what happened, so we can all move past it. On this show, you're breaking the fourth wall anyway. So they're all the ladies are talking about Andy, how they met with Andy, and even Dorinda's like, well, I met with Andy, he put me on pause and I didn't ask because I didn't want to know. Like, you could say what actually happened, but you did not use this opportunity to do so. And the reason why I think that the producers set Phaedra up and set Vicky up to say that to her, to get that out of her, was because as soon as she said, well, I don't want to talk about it, that scene quickly faded out and we went into something else. So that was absolutely a scene that was provided to Phaedra. It absolutely was a setup, but it was provided to you as a moment to tell your truth, to tell your side of the story, and you didn't. And if you would have told it and it would have been compelling, it would have absolutely been a clip that would have went viral, and you probably would have got the redemption that you so desperately need, to be quite honest with you, to get back on a show that was a lucrative check for you. Because none of these housewives can tell me that they don't want to be back on them shows, right? Unless you're Kathy Hilton, right? Because you're making a lot of money. You're making a lot of money from this show, and a lot of them probably were never able to make that kind of money outside of the men that they were with. So you're making all of this money on your own, which is the reason why everybody except for Jill, like Jill is just wealthy. She wants attention, right? Everybody else really wants to have that lucrative check back. So it's not a bad thing, right? But we all know that if you're on the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip Ex-Wives Club, you want to be a current wife. You don't want to be an ex anymore. You want to go back to your ex and make it work. It was really obvious, but I don't know why she didn't take that time to clear that up. Let's get to this Denise tea. Denise. Sis, what's up? What's going on, Denise? Because I'm going to be real with you. I didn't believe Brandy. I didn't believe Brandy because Brandy just seems messy, right? But you gotta, you know what? Although Brandy is messy, she ain't never been a liar. It has always come out that she was telling the truth. It has always come out that she was telling the truth. So I don't even know why I ain't believe her. I think I didn't want to believe her because Denise was so hurt by it. So I was just like, no. And then I was also like, why y'all keep on trying to out this woman? I don't know. I just feel bad because it's something that she does not want out. It's obviously something that she's fearful about. It's obviously something, unfortunately, that she's ashamed about, and she doesn't want people to know that side of her. But I'm like, sis, if you want to go clam diving in peace, you better stop diving for clams that's within the Bravo sphere, right? Because they're gonna talk, they're gonna tell your business. Because Tamara basically said that she knew Denise for 10 years. She talked to Denise, and Denise denied everything. And Brandy was like, "Well, who do you believe?" And Tamara accidentally said, "I believe Denise." And then she said, "Oh no, I believe you, Brandy." And Brandy was like, "Oh, thank you." And she was like, "I believe you because I had an incident with Denise." And then she was acting like she didn't want to tell it. Oh no, girl. If you didn't want to tell it, you would have never brought it up. You wanted to tell it. So basically she was saying that Denise was trying to sleep with her and she kept on turning her down. And Denise kept on, at BravoCon, Denise kept on inviting her to her room. And Tamara was like, "I have a husband." Like, and like, what are you doing? Why are you gotta clam dive with people who don't want attention, right? With women who just want to clam dive with you. You know what I mean? Like, these bros are going to tell your tea. Stop clam diving with Bravo cast members. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. And you know what, Denise? You are an aggressive clam diver. You are aggressive. Tamara was like, she kept on asking me for the clam. And it's not like you want a relationship. You just want a bone, Denise. Does your husband know? Like, what is happening here? I want her to be herself. I want her to be free. Child, I don't want Pride 2023. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. This is your opportunity, sis. It's time. It's time. You might as well just come out because the Bravo has thrown you out of the closet twice now. Girl, no reason to go back in. The closet is crystal clear. Girl, I was so shocked. Denise, it's okay. Your kids, I mean, like, your kids are what, Gen Z? Gen Z don't care. Gen Z thinks that everybody's gay. Gen Z is gender fluid. Like, come on. It's all right, sis. Come out of that closet. Don't miss another pride. Don't miss another pride. You can't at this point. If I were you, I would just show up on a pride float. I would show up on a pride float in a bedazzled rainbow jumpsuit and just go bananas. Bananas. And I would wear a bedazzled shirt said, I'm here to clam dive. Because, girl, it's just time. It's just time. It's just time at this point. So we'll end with this. Christmas at Bluestone Manor was cute and sad, right? The reason why it was cute was because we love Christmas at Bluestone Manor. Like, it's just beautiful, right? The reason why it was sad was because now the relationships have formed. Now we're going to be able to get a season, but it's over. It's over. Like, y'all got to do a new formula, Bravo. Y'all got to do a new formula because we're finally here now. These women can finally start working. And now you're going to send them home. That's my thoughts. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Let's get into it. Yasmin said, Jill had the perfect spin. I wanted everyone who loved seeing Bobby on TV to have the opportunity to say goodbye. Would have ended Dorinda, but she fumbled the bag because that wasn't her intention, right? If that was her intention, she would have said it. She would have said it, but that wasn't her intention. She wanted it to seem like Bethany was the one that brought the cameras. That's why she did that. That's why Bethany still don't rock with her to this day, because they had that opportunity. They had that embrace, that, you know, that moment to like really make things right. And afterwards, Jill was saying that Bethany brought the cameras. And so they went back to not being friends again. She should have said that. You're absolutely right. She should have said that. It's Latasha said, Dorinda loves spilling everyone else's tea. Yeah, the way she was spilling Tinsley's tea. Whoo, but didn't she deny her and John doing coke? And everyone knew she was a lie. Yeah, and Bethany confirmed it. Bethany was like, you have got to stop. Okay. She spilled all of Tinsley's tea. And I think she was also the reason why Tinsley didn't come back. I know that Tinsley moved, but there were opportunities for her to come back. And I think Dorinda killed that for her, because Dorinda was really upset that Tinsley didn't live in New York and she was still filming like she did. And she didn't like it. But like, girl, it's none of your business. Tinsley is still showing up. Tinsley is still, you know, going to work and doing a great job. Why do you care that she doesn't live in New York? She's showing up to film. I think Dorinda really hated that Tinsley was this rich pamper woman. I really, really do. She hated the fact that she was a trust fund kid. I do. Mom, we don't hate on Tinsley. We love her. IA said, Phaedra is a character. What happened to the classy lawyer that she betrayed at ATL? She's been scamming us for years. Ask Angela Stanton. Child. That seems to be, you know, the Bravo. That seems to be a Bravo requirement to be a scammer. Oh, Lord. Yasmin also said, Taylor was the only person to defend Brandy when all that happened. So she is putting on. Taylor should have stopped when Brandy said her and Adrian made up. So I didn't feel bad for her. Taylor couldn't stop because she was drunk. She was drunk. Teresa G said, how could you consider your season successful when you're cut? Yeah. It wasn't right. It wasn't right. It was not right at all. Yes, listening in and commenting. IA says, I don't know why anyone would pick a fight with Brandy. Brandy fights to win. Yes, it will cut you beyond the white meat. Even Tamra doesn't want any of Brandy. Even though Brandy is trying to give it to her and Vicky, like, Brandy, you are just so sloppy. Oh, I want her back on the show, but she just can't be this sloppy. like she's drunk, spreading her coochie over everybody, trying to have sex with Vicky. And you just look sloppy. Vicky was so terrified. Vicky was so terrified. I just wish she wasn't so sloppy. I need her to get it together. Yeah. Cause they were starting to like, just become friends, and they're in everybody's room now. It's sad. Miss Gigi said, Nikki, did you see someone is suing Love is Blind production and Netflix for who? Do you know who's suing them? Oh Lord. Oh Lord. I don't think she watches the show, because I remember watching an after show and she says she doesn't. She needs to start. She needs to start. Me too. The first 2 seasons of Dorinda, like if you were watching my reviews back then, I went up for her. That was my girl. I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. Hey, Double T. Double T said, I used to be a Dorinda fan, but her last season as a housewife was it for me. Same. She was so abusive towards Tinsley. Absolutely. Love has some narcissistic behaviors. Yeah. Yep. Double T said, I didn't believe those tears either, as she was centering herself as the victim. Yep. Like that last season, I was like, I can't defend my girl. I can't defend my girl. She got 2 kids. Z said, nope, Black ain't going to do the heavy lifting. That's exactly what it seemed like too. I was like, so y'all can't take on Dorinda, so you're going to run to the Black girl that she don't have no problems with, because Dorinda knows so she can do that too. Dorinda Eva was always getting Dorinda together. Dorinda never said nothing to her. I'm telling you, people do what they want to do and what they can do. Dorinda was drunk and belligerent that entire trip, those entire days at Bluestone Manor. She only got out of pocket with the White Housewives. She did not get them sisters together. There were so many opportunities for her to cuss out Phaedra, because Phaedra was late to every event. Dorinda, I don't mind, because she always looks great when she comes. Dorinda don't like nobody showing up late to nothing. But you okay with Phaedra showing up late? She knows that she can do that too. She knows who she can do that to. April said, yes, Tamara is a pot stirrer. You think so? She got 2 kids, D? 2 kids, D said, I really think if Phaedra says what happens in the background, she will lose any relationship with Bravo. You know what? Come to think of it, you're probably right. You're probably right. Hey, Kaylee. Kaylee says she should have spoken up. Yep. But I wonder why she won't speak up. Because if it's because you heard her relationships at Bravo, why would a producer then put up another cast member to ask her that, right? Kaylee said, do you think she wants to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta? Absolutely. I will say Andy does like him some Faye. Yes. I'm telling you guys, if Kandi ever leaves the Real Housewives of Atlanta, which she will never, Kandi not going to miss a good check. But if she ever decides to leave, Phaedra is absolutely coming back. Absolutely coming back. Oh, wait, Brandy said that Phaedra told, but I don't think she'll turn on Phaedra. I don't think she'll turn on Phaedra. I don't think she would. I don't know. The way she was going on about it, Miss Gigi, I just had to believe her, because she was just so tore up about it. And I'm like, are you tore up because your husband doesn't know, or you don't want your kids to know that you clam dive? I feel like your daughters know this. I feel like, no shade, I feel like everybody kind of assumed that because you were married to Charlie Sheen. You can't be in a relationship with Charlie Sheen, married to Charlie Sheen, and having like normal, Mormon sex. Not normal, but you know what I mean? Like we know that if you're with Charlie Sheen, that you are quite possibly every Thursday having threesomes with wolves. Like, we know that there's some sick stuff going on in their home. Not saying that same sex is sick. I'm just saying we know that y'all do some things. We know. We know there's probably some clam dobbies, some strap-ons for Charlie. Like, we know that things were happening. So to be like, oh my goodness. Oh, maybe it's because she rebranded as Saint Denise. Maybe that's why. But I'm like, we saw wild things. I don't know why. I don't know. And it's not because she comes from a very religious family. Denise, you could have just said something, girl. Like, you could have been like, yeah, I did it. I'm embarrassed because it wasn't good. Something like that. I'm embarrassed because I was drunk. You know what I mean? But, I bang broads all the time. I didn't want to bang that one, so that's why I didn't want to tell nobody. But since you want to spread my tea, spread it. I also banged that one, and that one, and then you came over and asked if you could bang me and my husband. Remember that? That's what you should have done. That's what you should have done. You should have been like, yeah, Lisa, remember we was at that orgy at CBS? Remember that? You should have done that. Oh, Denise. Oh, Denise, you could, there's so many ways you could have got out of this, and just looked favorable. Now you just look like a liar. Oh, God. K. Pratt said, no, it hasn't. Brandy tells her version of the truth, but she's actually usually wrong. Really? I don't know what Brandy has ever lied. I know that, she has told the truth about situations she had no business, talking about. I know that. But I don't, when has she lied? When has she lied? She was just telling everything. She should not have said it, right? And she was saying things about people that should not have been spread. But I don't ever remember her lying. Megan said, I've always believed Brandy. I just don't think you should out someone. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, she got 2 kids, D. That was my thing. If it is true, why are y'all making this a storyline? And for some reason, housewives always get away with these outing storylines. And maybe it's because it's a woman. You think that, because of the way same-sex relationships with women, because of lesbianism is seen as a titillizing thing for straight men. It's, it's not outing, but I don't think that being a lesbian is safer than it is to be a gay man in the United States of America, right? If you look at it, especially Black lesbians, they are one of the highest number of people within the LGBTQ community who are murdered for being gay. So I don't think it's safer for women, but I think it's because lesbianism or same-sex relationships with women is talked about as a way in which it is to sexually please a man, a straight man, that there's a difference there. That's a difference the way that information is digested. But it's still outing, and I don't like it. But they get away with it all the time on these shows. All the time. And I'm like, I can't believe that y'all just out people and the show goes on. Absolutely weird to me. Miss Nancy Marie says, I definitely believe Brandy. She's messy, but she tells the truth. True. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Hey, Marina, you're right on time. We're about to get into Porsha, and then we're going to get into Dubai. Let me get a couple more. Shanna said, Denise needs to find new waters to swim in. If Tamara's the catch of the day. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, come on. Can we talk about it? I was like, Tamara? Denise Richards. Girl, I feel like you can find, no, I'm not saying that Tamara isn't an attractive woman, but I'm just like, you're Denise Richards. Like, you can get some good clam. You can get some A1 clear, mama. What are you doing? What are you doing trying to get reality star TV fish? Honey. You could get some good clam. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you doing. Yes. Girl, she better not miss another pride. She better not miss another pride. Terry said, the Girls Trip season 1 cast seemed to mesh better together, better to you, Nikki. No, I think season 2 meshed well better together. Season 1 was all over the place. Season 1 was discombobulated. That was season 1 is not as good as season 2 to me. I think they had much better relationships, and I think they were able to get to a good place in the end that didn't feel fake and forced to me. And I think they were able to get there because Dorinda tormented everybody except for the black girls because she's smart. But she tormented everybody that it was just like everybody was bonding over being abused by Dorinda. You gonna stay on pause, sis. You gonna stay on pause. Drewski said, if I was Phaedra, I would have given an Oscar-worthy performance. I lie. I wanted to hurt someone I loved. It was wrong. And if she doesn't forgive me, I get it, but I regret it. Period. Period, Drew. Period. Period. Let me get my super chats and then we're going to move on into Phaedra. Hey, Double T. Double T said, Dorinda wanted a piece of Phaedra. She did. She did. Jazzy, I did too, but Tamara was just so beat down by that Tenderine man. Do you remember when they were like, well, I think it was Phaedra who was like, was Brooks attractive? And Brandy was like, no, he was not. No, he was not. And Vicky feelings got hurt. I'm like, girl, he's an ex. He's an ex. We all have fallen in love with a Tenderine man before. It's okay. It's the way of the woman. It's the way of the woman. We never date up, and we need to. Men always date up. Women, oh, he was sweet to me. He was kind to me. He opened my car door, and we're in love. We're in love. We need to start dating up. We really need to. When Taylor was just like, I just thought about this. Taylor was just like, I'm about to jump over this table. I said, oh, come on, Oklahoma. Come on, Oklahoma. Can I tell you? Oh, where is it? Where is it? I'm sorry, Double T. Thank you for the super chat. Can I tell you, I feel like a lot of these ladies, because I think this is what Bravo is going to do. I think Bravo is going to do a legacy for all of their shows. And I think all of these ladies are auditioning on these shows, girls trip shows, because they know that legacy is coming for all of them. Because I think what Bravo is going to do, aside from Potomac, I think what Bravo is going to do is graduate all of the OGs to legacy and make the new cast just richer and younger. I think that's what they're doing. They're going to first see how legacy works with New York. And if legacy is popular and successful, they're going to do it with all the shows. This way, you keep all the talent together, but you can graduate the problematic wives into a cast that they're familiar with and not have them with new people that they're going to be racist and homophobic and xenophobic and classist too. Smart. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I don't know if you can hear it, but my mom left the water thing going on. I can't take it. I can't take it. The faucet. Shot drove me nuts. Woo! I can't hear when my fire alarm that fire alarm alert. I can never hear that. But water dropping, I can hear it. Whoo! Goes up my back. That's why I didn't believe it at first. I was like, it's Denise. Like, it's Denise Richards. That Miss Wild Things? Nah. Megan said, Denise should absolutely stop going for Housewives, LOL. But I don't care. If you don't want to disclose who you've had sex with, you shouldn't have to. Absolutely. But the thing about it is, I just wish she would have turned it around. I wish she would have just owned it and then like, oh yeah, I did. And then spread everybody else's tea. I don't know why y'all be taking the high road with people who are literally trying to send you to a nut house. You know what I mean? Like exposing your business on TV, tormenting you, one of your close friends of 20 years just turning on you and throwing you under the bus. Denise had every right to let the chopper sing on everybody. And she wouldn't do it. Ciao. Oh, maybe that's why, but that's still wrong. She can't get the kids because she sleep with women. The father is fine. But that's wrong. How was painting a better picture of yourself, portraying yourself as straight? That's a problem. That's a problem. Listen, she picked and choose, right? Because she was always talking about sexual stuff concerning her husband. She was talking about giving him a happy ending. But she also left out that she got one too, and was forced to say that, right? She didn't want to let everybody know that the old lady that gave her husband a happy ending was also fondling. She left that out, and she was always talking about how big his penis was and all that. Like that was, she revealed straight sex stuff, but she would never go into the other stuff. And I'm like, girl, who cares at this point? At this point, that's true. Miss GG88 said, I think it's also because women like to make statements. Not all women. Oh, we didn't experiment in college, almost trivializing same-sex relationships. Who didn't experiment in college? Almost trivializing same-sex relationships between women. Yeah, that's true. I heard that Jesus Jugs is coming back, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Absolutely. Hey, K Pratt, thank you for the super chat. K Pratt said, I have an example, LOL. Remember when Brandy said in multiple interviews that she knew Ken was deep in debt? Then it turned out she just heard that from Kyle, who was looking up the wrong Ken. Very true. Very, very true. Very true. She does at times have false tea, but she tells it. False or not, she will tell your business. Thank you, Miss GG88, for the super chat. Miss GG88 said, how did season 1 and 3 get to go to fabulous locations, and season 2 got the Berkshires? I know the ex-wives club is pissed. I don't know why either. I really don't know why that was the case. I really, really don't know why. Thank you again, K Pratt, for the super chat. K Pratt said, I don't even like LVP, but I can't rock with Brandy the Reckless. Yeah, she's absolutely, especially when she drinks. Yes, but we're going to talk about that on Monday. I want to talk about that on Monday because I also watched that interview with Candy. This is the thing. Remember in my review, I was like, y'all should not be doing it when Sheree had her friend going around, getting background checks on Drew and her husband, talking about their scamming and they're using these fraudulent names, right? I was like, you should not do that. You should not do that, because then you open the door for the same thing to happen to you. And people start looking up your business and asking about how are you affording these things, and how can you, how are you able to live this way? And, you were also with a scammer and all of this stuff, right? Now all of this stuff is coming out. You were trying to expose Drew and Ralph for being scammers and, being fraudulent and using different names and aliases and having jacked up credit. Now you're probably about to go to Rikers, minding people's business. You should have left Scar in the car and told her to wait for you until this scene was over. But now Scar then came out and put other people's business out there, and you didn't open the door for people to start doing the same thing to you. And Candy is leading the pack. You should have zipped it. You should have zipped it. That's why I'm like, if you are harboring something, don't go down that road. If you're a housewife who's scamming, don't, point the other thing and act like, oh, this person is scamming. They don't have it. How were they able to have it? Because then the same thing will happen to you, because people will start asking questions about you. If you're a housewife that secretly clam dives, don't be pointing at another one and being like, she likes to get it in with the women's on the weekend, because people will be like, well, I heard you do too. Because they all about to get exposed. Mind your business. Yes. What happened with that? Kyle probably cut that. No, Bravo. Dig it up. Dig it up. This is going to be my last one, and then we're going to get into Porsha. Marvina said, I love watching Denise's reality show when her girls were just toddlers. Her dad moved on to help her. He was a doll. Yeah, he moved in to help her. He was a doll. Yeah, that was a cute little show. Girl, rebrand. Basically, Candy was saying, how is Sheree able to afford this, lavish home? Because she was not working she said she didn't know about any of the jobs that she had, and she also hadn't been on the show for years, but she was able to afford this huge home. How was she able to do that? And people probably would have been asking that question if she wasn't trying to expose other people for being scammers. Let's get into Porsha. People magazine reports Porsha Williams replacing Tinsley Mortimer on The Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip 3. Giselle Bryant, Candace. Oh my gosh. Candace and Porsha on the same cast with Giselle. Let's go. Giselle Bryant, Candace Diller Bassett, Heather Gray, Whitney Rose, Leah McSweeney. Oh my, wait a minute. This is going to be good. Leah McSweeney, Alexia Napola. Who the hell is that? And Marisol, is that Miami? Okay. We'll be joined by Porsha Williams on The Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip Season 3. Wow. Porsha Williams is packing her bags for The Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. People can exclusively reveal the Real Housewives of Atlanta alum, 41, is joining the upcoming third installment of the popular Peacock franchise, according to sources. She'll replace Tinsley Mortimer. Boo! Tinsley, what's going on in the cast? Who the insiders say chose to exit production for personal reasons. Allegedly, it's because she's filming Legacy, but that doesn't make sense to me. Williams first joined The Real Housewives of Atlanta in season 5 and remained on the show to the end of season 13. The ladies have already been filming, packing their suitcases, and are expected to hop on their respective flights Thursday. Representatives for Peacock confirmed the cast or the third season of the franchise on Thursday, following People's Report. It's not yet known what the Thailand trip will entail. On the Thailand? Oh, Vicky is pissed. Will entail, other than plenty of Bravo celebrities building and breaking bonds, of course. The first season, I don't even care about that. No, we don't even care about that. Yeah, Portia's going to be on the season. Who's going to be with her from Atlanta? Just Porsha? They left out something. That's going to be a good cast. That's Giselle, Candace, Porsha, and Leah McSweeney. Girl! Oh, they going to get Leah together. They going to get Leah together because Leah likes to act like she's down, but she's always overstepping her boundaries with Black women. I can't wait. I can't wait. This is going to be good. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're going to get Heather together. Heather and Whitney. I feel like Heather and Whitney are going to try to be all up under them. Porsha, Candace, and Giselle are going to run that. Oh, who's in charge of the girls? I'm so excited. I didn't know this. Oh, I can't wait. Porsha, Candace, and Giselle, y'all cannot get into it. I need y'all to run that house. Y'all cannot get into it. Oh, Leah is going to be all up under them. Oh, Porsha, read her in the confessionals. OMG. I know this would never happen, but my two dream cast members to join The Real Housewives of Ultimate Girls Trip, I know it would never happen. Bethany and Nene. Because first of all, they don't like each other. I don't care what the rest of the cast is, but Bethany and Nene stuck in a house for 8 days. I want to see it. Who's going to be there from Atlanta except for Porsha? I guess the reason why Porsha would be the only Atlanta girl is because she's replacing Tinsley. Yikes. Y'all got to give her somebody. She don't know them girls. That's going to be good. Shanna says they wasted Candace and Giselle on that cast. especially since Porsha wasn't in the OG lineup. Higher Bravo, Nikki. The audience is gasping. Ooh, child. Yes, Kaylee, it's supposed to be dynamic duos, but the reason why Porsha's going to be there by herself from Atlanta is because of Tinsley. Tinsley dropped out. Tinsley, get it together. You better not have dropped out over another man. Get it together and stand up. Carmen said, I hope Candace reads her down. And Giselle, I know Peach Juice is your friend, but move to the side. I'm telling you, I don't want the black girls fighting. I don't want them. I need them to link up. Powerpuff Girls. I need them to link up. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, please stay out of Chicago. Block Chicago from your travel. Stay out of there. It better not be about no man. You think so? I hope not. I hope not, because to be honest with you, if they are fighting, nothing, we will see nothing else. We will, and it will become about everybody in the house being uncomfortable because these two black girls are at war. I don't, especially with Heather in that home. I don't want that. I don't want no black girls fighting in front of Heather. Absolutely not. The queen of all Karens? No, I don't want it. I don't want it. Cameron said, Porsha, Cameron, who I'm not talking to. I'm not talking to you. Because you done got me back in the Bath and Body Works and I told you I broke up with them. I'm about to place an order because of you. You're wrong, Cameron. Cameron said, Porsha, my fave is back. They are most definitely bringing her back next season. Yeah, like, can we just be honest? I know a lot of y'all don't like her. There's no way if she doesn't want to come back. The only way that she will not come back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta is if she doesn't want to. There's no way. Even remember when she posted her exit and Andy was like, oh no. Andy was like, this ain't no pause. This ain't no pause. This is a see you soon. Andy wants her back on that show. The inbred cousins. Oh my gosh. I just thought about Candace reading them. Oh my God. Candace's reads on the inbred cousins. I can't. You know what? We might have to watch this live together because, girl, Miss Gigi said, yes, season 3 will be explosive, and I'm here for it. Me too. Lord, I hope they don't get arrested over in Thailand. Bravo. You have to make them stay for like 3 weeks. Y'all cannot have them be there for 8 days, and that's it. We need more. Give us a whole season. Pause whatever you're doing. I want a whole season. Well, Porsha, I think she's going to be on her best behavior because she showed her whole peach on her show. Even people who was rooting for her was like, girl, I can't get behind you. You were trying to beat up your mother-in-law, girl. So I think she's going to be on her best behavior. It's going to be so good. So Steph, give it to me now. I need this show now. They better give that to us at least by Christmas. We need to have something to watch like around that time. Y'all can't wait. Y'all cannot wait. Me too. She don't love herself. I'm sorry, Tinsley. You don't love yourself. You love a man more than you love yourself. And that is your problem. Your whole identity has been placed in these men. You left a good check for Scott. I know you're a trust fund baby and you ain't need it, but that was a good job for you, honey. That was your independence and you gave it away for Scott. Girl, I want you to get it together. I really, really do. I'm disappointed. I'm like, we finally get Tinsley back. I better see you on Legacy. Oh God, if she's going to be on Legacy with Kelly Ben Simone. Kelly, leave Tinsley alone. Don't pick on her. Child. Listen. Nene and Bethany on the show together. Girl. Child. Absolutely. He even prefaced it with, "Oh, this sucks" or something like that. He was upset that she was leaving. I'm like, Andy has never done that. He has never said that he was mad that anybody was leaving his show. Ciao. Ciao. Oh, really? Because I still got some Kohl's cash that I have to use. Thank you so much, Teresa. Absolutely. 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 Like we gotta we can't lie. We're not gonna lie. Okay. We're not gonna lie. Listen, the only thing that I would hate about Porsha coming back is that we're not gonna be able to see this Kenya anymore. I like this Kenya. I can stomach this Kenya. I enjoy watching this Kenya on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I didn't enjoy Kenya when she interacts with Porsha. I don't. So I need, if Porsha comes back, I need them to make some kind of truce and be like, we're just going to go for other people, not each other. Because when they go for each other, it's just uncomfortable and ugly. I'm here for it. I'm here for that little firecracker. Read them down, Candace. Read them down. Look here, whore. Candace. This season is going to be iconic. I'm telling you that right now. Giselle, Candace, and Porsha on the same season. Bravo ain't ready. Bravo ain't ready. I'm telling you, Giselle is going to have them broads' heads on swivel. They're not going to know what happened to them. Listen, Giselle going to have them fighting. They don't even know why they're fighting. Child. And Giselle just going to be sitting there in the confessional. All I said was, you said that she looked inbred. That's all. I didn't know that I was creating a problem because she produces the hell out of a show. Say what you want about that heifer. She can produce the hell out of a show. Oh my God. That mega producer on this show with Candace in that mouth and Porsha in her reads. I'm ready. I'm ready. Y'all need to listen. Y'all can put it on Peacock, but y'all need to put it on Bravo at the same time. Don't bring this show back later like y'all do. I hate that they do that. Put this on Bravo at the same time. You put it on Peacock and let's go. Let's go. I think she will, guys. I think she's going to be on her best behavior. Hey, Kiki. I want to try to see if I can do something like that. I'll see. I'll see. He probably going to be there to drop her off or to take all the ladies to brunch to show them how wealthy he is. I don't need them fighting. The black girls cannot fight. I need y'all to be a unit. Y'all got to unite because y'all got to take out the inbred twins and Leah. That has to be y'all mission. That has to be y'all mission. And you know what? It normally happens, right? Especially like black women, even if we don't really rock with each other, if we're in spaces where we're not the majority, we tend to do a little fake sisterhood until we get out of that situation. We tend to do a little fake sisterhood until we get out of that situation. Hey, Tiffany, what's up? I will say this. I enjoyed the show. It was messy, but that's why you watch reality TV. Hey, Will said, my family's emails, they're all supporting LOL, whether they know or not they are. Thank you, Will. She is, but it's something about Porsha. Porsha gets under her skin. And I think the reason why Porsha gets under her skin is because Porsha and Kenya made up and they were good. And then they were good for a whole season. And then NeNe came on the show and then Porsha switched up. And I think that really hurt Kenya. Oh, she's doing IVF? Oh, damn. No, not damn. Congrats. Candace. Man. Ciao. Greta said, Nikki, you'll be able to do a live watch along on TikTok. Okay, that's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Thank you so much, Greta. I don't know. They just announced the cast, and they're filming them. They're filming them right now, so they only film for like 8 days. Boo. So I guess after those 8 days, we'll probably get it sometime after that. We might get it in the fall. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I know. Listen, this is live, so I got the information live. Congrats, girl. Congrats. I need my girl on the 10. I need my Candace on the 10. I can't have a muted Candace. Not on the girls' trip. Not on the girls' trip. Congrats, sis. Anyway, let me close out with our Dubai girls. We're going to give them some lip service. We're going to give them some lip service. Oh, child, do I even have notes for Dubai? Yeah, okay. First thing I want to talk about with Dubai, Carolyn, don't have that baby. Do not have that child. The way she talks about having a child, absolutely not. Absolutely not. She was just like, oh, I'm just having a baby. I'm just having a baby to give him a baby. As soon as that baby comes out of me, I'm going to give it to him so I don't have to deal with it. You take it. I don't want to deal with the baby. Why the hell you having a child? You're already letting us know that you don't care about this child. It is just to keep this man. And you literally said out of your mouth, you want nothing to do with it. Don't have that child. Do not have that child. That should not be the way you approach motherhood. I'm just doing it to give it to him. I don't want it. When it comes out of me, I'm giving it to him. I don't want to be bothered with the baby. And she was okay with that. She sat there serious. And Maurizio, what is his name? Skinny Maurizio? Quentin, whatever his name is, he was sitting there. And you know what? I ain't gonna be messy. I'm saved. But when he was begging her for her kichi, her coochie, I was just like, boy, and scene. And scene, please. Play checkers, not me. Sarah, we finally, do I have their pictures? Let me put their pictures up. Because we don't really know them like that. Sarah, we finally found the flaw. We finally found a flaw on Sarah. The flaw is she thinks she doesn't have any. She thinks she does not have any flaws. Ma'am, I already seen some flaws. We're not going to get into it. Women do things to their bodies when they age to try to keep up with things. But girl, to sit there with Chanel, to sit there and tell this woman to be more like you, the audacity. Chanel was just like, why are you preaching to me? I'm okay. I'm me. I'm good. We finally found the flaw. Like, I know we all thought that she was perfect, but girl, perfect for the show. That's it. You have some flaws. I feel like she's starting to drink the Kool-Aid, right? Her own Kool-Aid, by thinking that because she was able to do all of these things, that she's somehow better than everyone and can teach people how to be like her so that they could have a better life. What if nobody want to be like you? But see, I don't think that she believes that. I think in her mind, she thinks that she's able to speak on these panels and speak to these other women or speak about tech and speak about helping. I think she's taking on this persona as, you're only going to be able to get that through me because I was able to do all these things. So I've done this and I've done that and I've done this and I've done that and I've acquired this and I've acquired that and I spoke in here and I spoke there and I worked this and I worked that. So I'm all knowing. So I'm the one that could help you. You just busied yourself with a lot of projects. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. It does not make you this kind of some kind of guru for you to help people get unstuck in life. Ma'am, you got to stop drinking your own Kool-Aid. I like you, but you gotta stop drinking your own Kool-Aid. Let's talk about how in this episode we had about a good minute or so, a minute plus, of the women speaking about how Dubai is moving forward and Dubai is safe, because K. Michelle's besties came to visit her, and she said she was happy that they were there because they have normally been afraid to visit her because of how strict, Dubai is. This is K. Michelle. And she was saying that she was so happy that they could finally be here, her childhood besties. And then we had this whole segment where everybody was talking about, oh, Dubai is safe. Dubai is safe for everyone. It's not like how it used to be. So everybody is welcome here and everybody can come here. Listen, my LGBTQ subscribers, proceed with caution with going to Dubai. Don't listen to them because it sounded like they were doing a commercial for Dubai. Listen, Dubai may be open. Dubai may have moved forward. But if you had a fear of traveling to a place and you've had that fear for good reasons because of the receipts that you got from people who have been there and from people who live there and was telling you don't do it, I say take those reviews first and proceed with caution. I didn't like that. I'm like, none of y'all are gay. None of y'all are gay men. None of y'all or openly within the LGBTQ community. Y'all telling them that these people that they can travel there and be safe. How would you know? How would you know? I didn't like that. You open that place up to people who probably won't really be accepted. Y'all living in Dubai with rich, wealthy, white, straight men. Y'all could do whatever the hell you want. Everybody else, probably not so much. So I didn't like that. Don't listen to them straight up kept women. You better proceed with caution. Anyway, you can tell that pissed me off. K. Michelle, since we're talking about her parenting skills are absolutely questionable, right? I think her rage was ridiculous. I think her being upset at her best friend co-signing that she's not a good mom, or she needs to be a better mom to her son on camera in front of one of her cast members who does not really know her and only seen her interact with her child once. I think she had a right to be upset, right? Do I think she took it too far? Absolutely. But I think she had a right to be upset. You guys, like, you're on camera and you have been her childhood best friend and you're questioning how she parents her child. I think if they had that conversation off camera, I don't know, but I feel like the reaction would have been a bit different. But K. Michelle, here's where you messed up. You asked this woman her opinion about how you parent your child, right? And she about some parenting and what you were doing with your child. She gave you her opinion, and then she also asked you if she could give you an additional opinion, and you said yes. Because you did not like what she had the information that she had volunteered to you, does not mean that your reaction was justified. I was really shocked that you reacted in that way, and still to this day did not see that you did anything wrong. The way she screamed at her childhood best friend, the way she screamed at her childhood best friend's brother and at Sarah was wrong. Like, we literally watched you say, honey, do you want mommy to come over there and cut up your chicken? Your son said yes. You sent her servant. What the hell does that lady do besides everything in that home? Is she free? Can she leave? Because K. Michelle, I don't like how that looks. Optics are very important, and I don't like how that looks. Take it however you want, but I don't like it. I don't like it. Like, even if that is how you really handle this woman in your home, on camera, you should not be treating another Black woman like that. On camera, you should have introduced her as somebody else besides the damn help. I ain't like it. I didn't like it, K. Michelle. That was ugly. I don't like how you treat that woman. I do not like it. It's ugly. Then she says, "Oh, honey, do you want to go upstairs? Mommy's going to come upstairs and read you a book." He says, "Okay." He runs upstairs and she goes and sends her house person, her house helper, to go do it. Like, it does look weird. It seems really off that you are asking your son if he wants you to do something with him and then you send somebody else to do it. It absolutely looks weird. It absolutely is very questionable that you want to send your child away other than no reason that you want to break, and then you're listening to people tell you that they were traumatized by it and you don't care. Your next excuse is, "Oh, I just want him to have a good education." You ain't say that at first, right? It was never about an education. And then I think it was it Carolyn? It was either Carolyn or Sarah who said, "New money, come on, expose them." New money thinks that they should do the things that old money has been doing for since forever. And they think that because they have this money and this is how old money has been doing things, that that's right. But I'm sitting here as somebody who was a product of that and telling you, absolutely not. That is not the way to do things. But new money perpetuates those things so that they can look as if they're on the same level as old money. And Carolyn was right. Carolyn was absolutely right. Now, I like me some K. Michelle. I loved her confessionals. I love, how she gets Boston Black girl on us. But you were wrong. You were wrong to everybody. Everybody in that situation, you were absolutely wrong. If y'all get another season, maybe you need to hire for the show a different kind of help. A different kind of help. I don't like how you treat that sister. I don't care if you're in Dubai and that's how y'all do things. I don't like how it looks. I don't. The optics are ugly. I don't like it. And you're teaching your son that that's how you treat a certain kind of Black. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Do better. Do better. And your childhood bestie, I hope they no longer your childhood bestie and that they got you blocked, because ain't no damn way. Especially on camera, ain't no way you cussing me out like that. I don't care if we're in your home. I'm going to cuss you out back and I'm going to get my bags and leave. And I'm going to block you before I get out of that door until you find a way to speak to me respectfully and like you love me, childhood bestie. I'm not rocking with you. That man sat there and took it. I was like, do you not have nowhere to go? Like, are you letting her cuss you out like that because you don't have nowhere to go? Is that what it is? And then she also expressed that they expressed to her that they were afraid to even come there because of what they had heard about Dubai and the experiences and the laws there. So he probably didn't have nowhere to go. Wrong. K. Michelle, I ain't like it. I did not like it. You were so wrong. That rage, there was nothing that was said or done that was justified, that could justify your rage. You were wrong. The way you cussed out your friend, I was like, oh, you probably always cuss him out like that. And he probably always takes it because you got money and you take him on lavish trips. That's a kept gay bestie. That is a kept gay bestie. Rich women always have a gay best friend that started off as like a stylist or something, but this was her childhood friend, right? That they always have a gay best friend that they treat like garbage, but they take around with them to all these fabulous places. So the gay bestie accepts it because of the lifestyle that is offered to them. Because you couldn't talk to a woman. Child, everybody at that table, better than me, because me and K. Michelle would have been mixing it up in her home. We would have been mixing it up. Who the hell are you talking to? You might want to put them cameras down because I'm about to commit a felony. Who are you talking to? She was like screaming at them. How dare you? Don't you talk to me like she was about to do something. What the hell is that? Oh, I thought I was cooking. Child, speaking of cooking, I got to get to that chicken. I'm making a whole roast chicken. I'm acting like I got time. really want to talk about. That's all that really happened with Dubai. What do you guys think? What are your comments? I hope she is. I hope she is. She would be great. She would be great on any show. She's just a wonderful character. She's a wonderful character. I like how she's always using, in particular, Black American vernacular or African American vernacular. I love how she's always using it, but it's wrong, and she never knows what she's talking about. And Lisa who is Jamaican American, is always correcting her. She's like, no, that's not how it's used. She's great TV. She's great TV. I hate to say it, but I believe you. Like, I saw a different side of her this episode, and I was not impressed. I was not impressed. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And Sergio, if y'all break up, get full custody. You know what? You probably won't even have to do that. The only way she'll ask for custody or try to, get custody away from you is to spite you. Because she is letting you know she don't want that child. She's just doing it for you. Ciao. That's what it felt like. That's exactly what it felt like. And I was just like, y'all are not sure if that's safe. Y'all just saying that, again, because y'all live there and y'all want to say some good things about where you live. But if that's not necessarily true, I wouldn't say it. And then how would you know if it's safe if that is not how you live your life? If you are not of that community, how can you tell that community that it's safe to come there? You're rich. You're either a rich white woman, or you're a rich Arabic woman, or you're a rich Black woman married to rich white men. How was your experience the same as the gay man that's going to come visit Dubai? Like, y'all straight. Shut up. Please shut up. Please shut up. Ty said, as a Black American gay man, I do not feel safe traveling to Dubai. And these women have not changed my mind. If anything, I think that made gay people feel even more unsafe. Because I was just like, this is an ad. Miss T said, I would hate to see K. Michelle talk to an enemy if that's how she talks to her friends. Okay. I couldn't believe she talked to her friend like that. Her best friend since they were kids. So y'all family at this point, y'all got history. He literally cut your son's umbilical cord. Ooh, horrible. And maybe it's because you don't realize that you're saying terrible things. But the things that you're saying, like, my mother raised me really strict. My mother raised me like this. This is how I'm supposed to do things, and I need to be even stricter on my son. I know my son thinks that I'm crazy. Like, you're saying all of these things and expecting nobody to have a reaction to it or to be able to comment about it. Even when you're inviting comments, you can't get upset. K. Michelle, I was very disappointed in you. Yasmin said, my best friend goes to Dubai every single year, and she said it's beautiful and a safe place for Black women, but it's absolutely not safe for LGBTQ men/women. Ty said, Sarah said it's illegal to yell and curse in public. I'm from Brooklyn. That's no place for me. That's the thing. If it's illegal to curse and yell in public, you mean to tell me gay men can walk down the streets freely? Living their best life. Don't play me, play checkers. Absolutely. Absolutely does. And she said it. And then Sarah was so sweet with how she asked and how she gave the information. And she still was nasty to her. Got right with her. Who are you talking to? Oh, we would have been mixing it up. We would have been mixing it up. Yasmin said, I do not like Brooks, but I was on her side during the conversation. Me too. Because I was just like, for concerning her best friend, like, come on. If you know her, then you know you should not be co-signing what this chick is saying, right? But Carolyn went too far. Brooks, K. Michelle, you went too far. Brooks isn't abusing her son. She is taking care of him. How she raises him beyond that is no one's business. However, she did ask. Absolutely. April said, I agree, Nikki. And now, if she does that, baby will eventually see this. Ciao. Absolutely does. Donna D said, Brooks asked her about boarding school. Just because you ask permission to ask a question to make a suggestion, that doesn't mean you should say something rude. I agree. I don't think that Sarah said anything rude. I think Sarah said her observation. I think Sarah needs to not. I think Sarah overstepped. Period. Sarah absolutely overstepped. But how could she know to overstep? When Carolyn opens the door, you open the door for her to speak on your child. You open the door. But Sarah absolutely overstepped. You need to know. Like, you need to know. And maybe she doesn't know, people skills. She doesn't have good people skills. I think she probably has more TED Talk kind of people skills. Like, that's probably how she approaches her relationships as a TED Talk. But like personal one-on-one, she's probably not good with that. I don't like it. I do not like it. I mean, it's one freaking child who barely speaks. You need space. Every time, child, time and time again, y'all be showing us that these kids are investments. Y'all be showing us. Because my God, today, that sweet little boy, you need him to be gone for a year and come back for Thanksgiving. And that's like, and he already getting bullied. He's getting bullied out of school. So what you... Come on, Shonda. She shouldn't ask for opinions on her life and then get mad at people's opinions. Absolutely. Miss T said Carolyn definitely gave good points about boarding school. It's very clear she was traumatized. Yeah, I forgot to also, I want to talk about that. Carolyn talked about how she's cold because she's British and she went to boarding school. I get that, right? But my issue with that is that you do it, you talk about it extensively, but you won't change that behavior. If you know that that behavior is hurting people, especially people that you love, why aren't you doing anything to change? Because you speak about it as you know it's wrong. You know how you speak and treat people is not nice. You know that you're cold. You speak of how your parents raised you, and it's not in a positive way. You speak about boarding school and how it made you cold, how it made you isolate yourself, and you don't speak about it in a positive way. And you acknowledge those things, but then you still are cold to people. So it's like you have the knowledge and you're aware, but you just won't do anything about it. That's when I got the problem with you, because you know what you're doing. You just refuse to do anything about it. Oh, goodness. She won't even cut his chicken, Donna D. She won't even cut his chicken. She seems to be the kind of person who, there are a lot of people who have children who are not really able to deal with children. They have much better relationships with their kids when they're older because they're just not kid people. So when their kid grows up out of that phase, out of those years, they have a much better relationship with them as adults or as, growing teens. But the kid, not, the baby and all that stuff, the wham, I need a bottle. There are a lot of parents who are just like, that's not for me. I'm ready for you at 15. I'm ready for you at 16. I'm ready for you at 27. This right here is not for me. And I just don't, from what I've seen, I just don't think that that's her, right? I don't think that she has, not everybody is the motherly. I don't think that's her. I think the motherly person in her life is her house general. I think that's her role, right? Cuts his chicken, puts him to bed, encourages him, does his hair, tells him he's a good boy, sends him off to school, makes him breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and a snack, puts on his cartoons, teaches him how to tie his shoes, washes his clothes, teaches him how to bathe. Like she hired that lady for those years. And then she's going to let boarding school do the rest. Ciao. Donna D said after the show, her best friends accompanied Brooks to watch what happens live. They must have agreed to accept her tood during the show for ratings. I think they accept her tood for the lifestyle that she provides for them by being friends with her. That happens all the time in the rich world. Happens all the time. Me too. Oh my gosh, me too. I'm making the same exact thing. I'm making the same exact thing. That's so crazy. Literally making the same exact thing. That is tonight's dinner. I'm trying to get some people I haven't spoken to. Hey, Cameron. Cameron said, is Brooks raising her child? Or to be honest with you, that's the rich world. That is the rich world. They just don't raise them kids. They don't raise them, even when they're in the same house. I used to live with somebody who was a nanny to some Hollywood actors, and she was literally watching the kids when the parents were home. Like, because she was saying that she has to go. That she has to go watch the kids on one day, and I was like, "Oh, well, aren't the parents home? The show isn't there a show on hiatus, and it's like school break, so aren't they home?" She's like, "Oh yeah, I watch the kids when they're home as well." I said, "When the parents are there, you watch the kids?" She's like, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, are they working?" She's like, "No, they just need some time away from them." I was like, even when they're there, you watch their children? That is the rich way, though. That is how rich people do things. That is how rich people do things. I remember when I lived in New York, and because I'm going to be real honest with you. Everybody was telling me I need to get into nannying. And they were just like, it's really good money, and you will clean up because you are a dark-skinned Black woman. And they love those kind of women to raise their children. I was like, that's absolutely racist. How much are they paying? So I was going to get into the nanny business, but I just heard so many horror stories from my friends who were nannies, and one of my friends, she was really heartbroken about leaving these kids, but the parents were just so awful, and she was just like, I stayed as long as I could. Because I know without me being there, I can't protect that little boy, but I could not do it because she was like, I'm essentially the mother. She's like, I'm essentially mothering this child, like taking care of everything for this child, even when his mom is there. She was just like, I would be cooking. I would be, helping this child with his homework. I would be playing with him. And she was like, the mom will just like walk into the room, get something to drink, or walk into a room and get a book or something and leave. And she was just like, it would just drive me crazy that she would not spend any time with her son. And she said that she like made a comment or one time when she couldn't they wanted her to come stay with them for the weekend while they were up at their home in the Hamptons. And she said that she could only come at a certain time. And the mom like had a fit because she was just like, what am I supposed to do with him? And she was like, oh, hang out with your son. And she was like, I just said it, not really wanting to say it, but it just came out. And she was just like, the way she looked at me. But how could you say that to somebody else? What am I supposed to do with him? I'm telling you, that's why them rich kids are awful. The rich kids are awful because of their home life. Y'all think they got it all because their parents got all this money? Them rich kids is going through hell. They are going through hell. Okay. Carolyn said, Brooke said that the dinner scene was edited. She said she did cut her son's food, but they spliced the scene. And when she asked the housekeeper to cut it, it was his second helping. Oh, okay. That would absolutely make sense. Miss Brown Sugar said, I generally like Sarah, but I'm over her. I'm a rebel. I'm a unicorn narrative. She comes from Emirati royalty. Really? You are not taking risks the way. Oh, you know what? I can see it. I can see it. Because I'm like, you've been able to amass a lot of jobs, a lot of wealth, a lot of status, and you're acting like you came from the streets, the mean streets of Dubai. Child, I knew it. I knew it. Miss T said, I agree with Carolyn. She needs to tell her son and not surprise him. Yeah. Because I'm just like, are you saying that you're going to surprise him because you don't want to deal with the guilt of his reaction? You know, if you like tell him prior before he's actually about to go, it just, whew. But what if the dad don't want him to be there? That poor baby. Always. You Dubai girls are going to have to do something about that. I'm telling y'all that right now. Y'all going to have to do something about that. I'm not saying fire them, but I'm saying when y'all filming, do something else. Say, oh, my aunt is here to visit. She's helping me cook and take care of the home because, you know, it's a lot with the kids. Something. Y'all got to do something. Y'all got to do something about that. I don't like it. Miss T said K. Michelle might resent her son a little bit because the father cheated on her. Child, who knows? Who knows? But listen, I agree with your bestie. Miss Brown Sugar said, how old is Adam again? It just occurred to me. Why does everyone need to cut his food? Well, I don't think people need to cut his food. I think she didn't like how he was cutting it. That's the thing. Because I guess his fork and knife were hitting the plate and she didn't like it. So she, was like, huh? Oh, my mom was paying attention. She said he was using his hands. Well, it's a kid. Let him be a kid. They always do. They always do. They always do. I'm telling them, the housekeepers be getting taken advantage of. You think you're there to clean. Next thing you know, you're cooking, you're teaching the kids Spanish. If you are a housekeeper in Los Angeles, let me tell you something. If they want you to help their kids speak Spanish, you need to charge for that as well. Because they always like to put that in their little ads. We want a bilingual housekeeper, someone to talk to our child because we want him to be bilingual as well. Pay me for that too. Pay me. Y'all need to charge separate for, taking care of them kids, also cooking them meals and cleaning at home. That needs to be 3 separate charges. $12 an hour for doing all that? Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Hey, Rebecca, love you too. Love you too. Miss Brown Sugar said that is how a lot of families with nannies move, and then we'll be mad at the kids don't listen to the parents. Oh, them rich kids love their nannies. Love their nannies. They be leaving them all kinds of their trust fund money. They love them nannies. Getting older, putting them up in nice homes, taking care of them because they're essentially raising them. Oh, really? Marvina said when Carolyn's show was on, she hated everyone, especially Americans. She told us every chance she got. Well, it's showing. Hey, Busola. Busola said, I wonder what the husbands think about this boarding school stuff, especially with kids being so young, or are they not interested in the kids as well? Probably not. A lot of these men don't, especially wealthy men, they don't take care of them kids and they don't care about them kids. It's probably their suggestion. Probably their suggestion. Donna D said, I heard disturbing information about child. I ain't going down there. I'm getting out of there. I'm getting out of there, sis. Busola said emotional neglect can be very, very damaging as well. Poor kids. Poor kids. Yeah. Absolutely. Let me get two more and then let me get to my chicken. Hey, TY. TY said, mind you, I was watching something about how Black people are essentially trafficked into Dubai and have their passports and IDs destroyed and are pretty much forced to stay there as slaves. I heard that too. And was it this week or last week that Olympic runner who did a documentary and he just released it and he was talking about how he was trafficked to the UK. He was like, the name that you met me at is not my name. What? Ciao. Happens all the time. Happens all the time. I have one child and she is 62. That's my only kid. That is my only kid. Donna D said, I think it's okay to give Black people a job as maids or whatever. They need the work, but be polite and kind to them. Treat them like family. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, hire them, but like on TV, you got to treat them differently. You got to treat them differently. The way K. Michelle treats her housekeeper, no, you can't do that. No. Jesse said, my friends went to Dubai and got stopped by a train station police asking for their papers because they thought they were escaped African maids. Then they realized they were Americans and released them. Oh, Lord. Now you're going to make me stop watching this show. Now you're going to make me stop watching this show. CM says, Brooke said it was her son's dad who wanted him to go on social media, but given she got custody, why would she do the same? Huh? He wanted him to go on social media, but given she got custody, why would she? What you try? I can't understand that. The second part, but given she got custody, why would she do the same? Give the kid Instagram? Jayla said, Nikki, they said Jesus Jugs is going to be back. I know. I think I want to talk. Yes, if you're raising your parents, you're a parent. You're a parent. Can't tell me any different. You're a parent. A single parent at that. Ciao. Absolutely. I don't know. Listen, I don't understand boarding school. We have a boarding school in Philly. I know a few people who went there. Not good. I don't know anybody who went to a boarding school who had a good experience. They don't like it. They do not like it. And everybody is talking about the education. Okay, they're educated, but traumatized. Give me a well-balanced mentally dummy. I take that over the traumatized adult. Child. I will take that over the traumatized adult. Anyway, family, I don't know how long I cannot believe I've been on here with you guys for 2 hours. I was not expecting to be on here this long. I was like, I'm just going to do an hour and be out. Here we are. I totally enjoy talking to you guys. Which is why I end up staying longer than intended. But I got to get out of here. It's already late for my dinner anyway. But thank you all so much for joining me. Next week, I'm going to please watch this channel because next week I'm going to preload the lives that we're going to do because I want to start setting times now for the lives here since I'll also be active on the other channel. So we gotta, I know we're normally all over the place, but now we gotta stick to a schedule because we're running 2 channels. And I'm excited about it. So I'm going to preload all of the lives for next week here. So make sure you hit that notification bell. Also, make sure you continue to check the community tab and also my Instagram, which is here, right? I had it up here somewhere. Where the hell is my Instagram? I know. Oh, here it is. My Instagram here, because here I will be loading everything that I want to be doing for the week. So check me out there as well. Also check me out on the community tab so that you will be up to date of everything that we're doing. Because I just have to get a set schedule over here so I can manage over there as well. We're going to be running 2 channels next week and beyond. Pray for me. If you don't know about the channel, it's in the I did a soft launch today. I just put it up so you guys could, if you want to subscribe to it, it's there. It's just, I'll be doing my cooking there. I'll be doing my girl chats there. I'll be doing hair stuff, home stuff. You'll watch me decorate my home and get my green thumb. And then I'll take you on like my acting jobs and things of that nature. So that's just a whole different side of me that I wanted you guys to see so that we can stay more of a tangent here, because I tend to go on a tangent, but we have a place now for those tangents to rest. Let me once again, NikkiStar at home. I'm ready. Oh, thank you, Ima. Ima said, I'm subscriber number 119. Yes, we're getting there. We are getting there. And here is the link again. If you are interested in joining me over there, I just put it in the comments. And thank you so much, Shonda. Yes, please like the video and subscribe. And here is the link for my second channel, NikkiStar at home. Today's a soft launch. I'm fully launching on Sunday. I'll do a live about that as well, but just hit this notification. So hit the notification bell so you can know when I'm doing things, and be ready so these won't be a surprise. And then hopefully if I do them early enough, YouTube will alert you in time. Thank you all so much. Oh, the name of the new channel is NikkiStar at home. NikkiStar at home. Yeah, excited. Love you all. Thank you so much for supporting me throughout the years. It's been a journey. It's been a journey, but we're here and we're growing. And I thank you so much. Because of your support, I'm able to do things that I love. And I really, really do appreciate it. So you guys enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you on my other channel on Sunday. Oh, you know what? I want to see you here too. Ciao. You'll see me on Sunday on both channels. Love you so much. See you soon. Bye. What a day.